Have you ever found yourself wondering if a man likes you but never says it out loud? Maybe he acts normal, even distant, but something about the way he looks at you or the little things he does makes you question if there's more to it. The truth is, no matter how much a man tries to hide it, his body and subconscious behaviors will always reveal the truth. Attraction isn't something we can completely control. Our bodies respond before our minds do. A man might try to stay composed, but his eyes, posture, and even the way he speaks will give him away. You just need to know what to look for. Now, I know that dating and relationships can feel different as we get older. We become wiser. We understand what we want, and we don't have the patience for games. But the chemistry between two people, that never really changes. Whether you're in your 20s or your 50s, when someone is attracted to you, their body language follows the same patterns. So in today's video, I'll be sharing 15 clear and undeniable signs that a man is into you, even if he never says a word. These aren't just random clues. They are backed by psychology and human behavior. By the end of this video, you'll be able to read his signals with confidence. If you've ever had a moment where you felt like someone liked you but weren't sure, this video is for you. Some of these signs might be subtle, but once you recognize them, you'll see attraction everywhere. Alright, let's get into it. Pay close attention because men simply can't hide these behaviors when they like someone. Let's start with the first sign. 1. His eyes always find you. They say the eyes are the window to the soul. And when it comes to attraction, this couldn't be more true. When a man is interested in you, his eyes will always find you, no matter where you are in the room. Even if he's trying to play it cool, his gaze will naturally drift toward you. Have you ever been at a social gathering and noticed a man looking at you from across the room? Maybe you lock eyes for a split second and he quickly looks away. Or every time you glance in his direction, he just happens to be looking your way. That's not a coincidence. It's an instinctive response. He's drawn to you, even if he doesn't realize it himself. Now, here's something you can do. The next time you suspect someone is secretly watching you, hold his gaze for just a second longer. If he reacts by looking away shyly, smiling, or even maintaining eye contact with a little intensity, you've caught him in the act. A man can control his words, but his eyes will always reveal the truth. If you see this sign, there's a high chance he's interested. 2. He mirrors your movements. Have you ever noticed that when you cross your legs, he does too? Or when you take a sip of your drink, he follows just moments later? This isn't a coincidence, it's called mirroring, and it's one of the strongest subconscious signs of attraction. Mirroring happens when someone is deeply engaged with you, whether emotionally or physically, without even thinking about it. His body syncs with yours. It's a natural way we create connection and show we're in tune with another person. Imagine you're sitting in a cafe with a man. You lean forward slightly, and moments later, he does the same. You tilt your head while listening, and then he mirrors that movement too. He's not doing it intentionally. His body is responding to the connection he feels. Want to test it? Try making a small change in your posture. Cross your arms, rest your chin on your hand, or adjust how you're sitting. If he follows suit, that's a clear sign he's drawn to you on a deeper level. Mirroring isn't just about attraction. It's about connection. If he's unconsciously syncing with your movements, it means he feels comfortable around you and wants to be closer. 3. His voice gets deeper around you. Have you ever noticed that a man's voice seems to change when he talks to you? Maybe it becomes smoother, lower, or even slightly huskier. This isn't something he's doing on purpose. It's an instinctive reaction to attraction. Studies have shown that men unconsciously drop their voice pitch when speaking to someone they're interested in. It's a biological response meant to sound more masculine and appealing. A deeper voice signals confidence, strength, and even a level of intimacy. Think about this. You're in a group setting, and you hear him speaking to others in his normal tone, but when he turns to talk to you, there's a noticeable shift. His voice slows down, deepens, and becomes more engaging. It's subtle, but once you pay attention, you'll start noticing it all the time. Here's how you can test it. Next time you're having a conversation with him, compare how he speaks to you versus how he speaks to others. If his tone becomes softer, deeper, or warmer around you, it's a clear sign that he's attracted to you. A man may try to hide his feelings with his words, but his voice will always tell the truth. 4. He finds any excuse to touch you. When a man is attracted to you, he will look for ways to bridge the physical gap between you, even in the smallest ways. It might be a light brush on your arm, a playful touch on your back, or even fixing something on your clothes. These small gestures aren't random. They are his way of making a connection. Touch is one of the strongest indicators of attraction. Even accidental touches are often not accidents at all. If he's always finding subtle ways to make physical contact, it means he wants to be close to you but might not be ready to say it out loud. Imagine you're laughing at something and he gently places his hand on your shoulder for a moment. Or maybe he playfully bumps into you while walking together. These small moments reveal more than words ever could. Want to be sure? Pay attention to whether he does this with everyone or just with you. If he's naturally touchy with everyone, it might just be his personality. But if he reserves these small touches just for you, it's a clear sign that he's drawn to you in a deeper way. 5. He leans in close when you speak. When a man is interested in you, he won't keep his distance. Instead, he'll lean in closer, whether he realizes it or not. This is a subconscious way of showing he wants to be near you, engaged in the conversation, and connected on a deeper level. Think about this. You're at a dinner party or a cafe, and while talking to him, you notice that he keeps moving just a little closer. Even when he can hear you perfectly fine, he still leans in when you speak. This isn't just about hearing better. It's about feeling closer to you. This kind of body language is important because people naturally protect their personal space, except when they're drawn to someone. If he's comfortable breaking that invisible barrier, it's a strong sign he's interested. Want to test this? The next time he leans in while talking to you, take a small step back, nothing too obvious, just subtle. If he unconsciously follows your movement and leans in again, that's a clear sign he's magnetized to you. Physical closeness is one of the simplest, yet most powerful ways a man shows attraction. If he leans in, he's not just listening, he's feeling the connection. 6. His pupils dilate when he looks at you. Our eyes give away more than we realize, and when a man is attracted to you, his pupils will literally widen when he looks at you. This happens because attraction triggers the brain to release dopamine, a hormone that causes pupil dilation. It's an involuntary reaction, meaning he has no control over it. Think about a time when you were deeply engaged in a conversation with someone you found fascinating. You probably didn't notice it, but your pupils naturally grew larger. The same thing happens when a man is drawn to you. His body responds before he even realizes it. Here's how you can spot this sign. The next time you're talking to him, take note of his eyes. If they appear darker or wider than usual, especially under good lighting, it's a strong indicator that he's fully engaged and attracted to you. This sign is subtle, but it's one of the most reliable clues because it's purely biological. He can't fake it or control it. So if you catch his pupils dilating when he looks at you, you can be sure that he's feeling something strong. 7. He laughs at even your silliest jokes. Laughter is one of the clearest signs of connection. When a man is attracted to you, he will laugh, sometimes a little too much, even at your most ridiculous jokes. It's not just about the humor, it's about wanting to make you feel good and showing that he enjoys being around you. Think about this. You tell a joke that isn't even that funny, maybe a simple pun or a light-hearted comment, and he chuckles anyway. He's not just being polite. He genuinely wants to engage with you. His laughter is his way of keeping the conversation going and making you feel comfortable. This happens because when we like someone, we naturally want to bond with them. Laughter creates that connection and makes interactions feel effortless and enjoyable. Here's a fun way to test this. Try telling an intentionally bad joke. If he still laughs or smiles warmly, it's a great sign that he's into you. A man's laughter around you isn't just about the joke. It's about his desire to be close to you. If he finds joy in even your smallest comments, it's a strong indication that he feels something special. Even the most confident men can get a little nervous when they are around someone they like. When a man is attracted to you, he may do things he doesn't usually do. Fidgeting, adjusting his clothes, touching his face, or even stumbling over his words. These are signs he's feeling the pressure and excitement of being near someone he finds attractive. Think about it. If he's normally calm and collected but suddenly gets flustered around you, it's not by accident. It could be that he repeatedly fixes his shirt, runs his hand through his hair, or keeps adjusting his watch. These small movements are unconscious ways of handling the excitement he feels when he's near you. One of the telltale signs of nervous attraction is when he talks quickly, loses his train of thought, or says something awkward only to correct himself immediately. It's as if his brain is moving faster than his words. You can test this by paying attention to his hands. If he keeps touching his face, rubbing his palms together, or fiddling with objects while speaking to you, it's a clear sign that his nerves are giving him away. Nervous energy is not necessarily a bad thing. It just means that he cares about how he comes across to you. If you notice these signs, it's because he doesn't want to mess things up. He always finds ways to be near you. When a man likes you, he won't leave things to chance. He will make sure he's around you as much as possible, even if he's not ready to say anything outright. His actions will speak volumes about how much he enjoys being in your presence. Imagine being at a social gathering, and somehow he always ends up close to you. Maybe he chooses to sit next to you, even though there are plenty of other seats available. Or he keeps finding reasons to pass by you, without any apparent reason to be there. This isn't just a coincidence. When we are attracted to someone, we naturally gravitate towards them. It's an unconscious need to be near them, even if it's without direct interaction. You can test this by moving across the room during an event and seeing if he eventually makes his way over to where you are. If you keep running into him, it's likely that he's positioning himself near you intentionally. A man who is drawn to you will create opportunities to be close because for him, being near you feels better than being anywhere else. When a man likes you, he will naturally want to impress you. He may not say, "Look at me, I'm amazing," but his actions will communicate that message. Whether it's through his achievements, knowledge, humor, or appearance, he will make an effort to grab your attention. Picture this. You're having a casual conversation, and suddenly he mentions an accomplishment, perhaps a project he's proud of or a recent success at work. He's not bringing this up for no reason. He wants you to notice. Some men might even try to impress you by dressing better when they know they'll see you, or by subtly flexing their intelligence. They may also go out of their way to be helpful, all as a way of showing you they are valuable. Want to test this? Give him a small, genuine compliment. If he lights up or seems extra pleased, it's because he was hoping you'd notice. A man trying to impress you isn't about arrogance. It's about wanting to be worthy of your attention. If he's making an effort, it's because he cares about what you think. Teasing is one of the oldest flirting techniques. When a man likes you, he may often tease you playfully as a way to create a fun, light-hearted connection. It's his way of keeping things interesting while testing the waters of attraction. He might jokingly call you out on something small, like how you always order the same drink, or how you laugh at your own jokes. Maybe he gives you a silly nickname, gently pokes fun at your habits, or challenges you in a friendly way. This teasing isn't meant to be mean. It's meant to make you smile and keep the conversation playful. The key here is how he teases you. If he's singling you out in a group in a fun and positive way more than others, that's a strong sign that he's using humor to create a special bond with you. Want to test it? Playfully tease him back and see how he reacts. If he enjoys the back and forth and keeps it going, it's a sign that he's fully engaged with you. When a man teases you, it's not just a joke. He's inviting you into a private, flirtatious connection. Not all men are bold enough to openly say you're beautiful, but when a man likes you, he won't be able to resist giving you subtle compliments. Instead of just saying, "You look nice today," he might mention something like, "There's something about your smile that makes people feel comfortable," or "I love how you always find the positive in every situation." These compliments show that he's paying attention to who you are, not just how you look. Men who are a little shy might drop compliments in casual ways, like saying they always enjoy talking to you, or that they appreciate your sense of humor. These small comments carry more weight than you might think, because they come from a genuine place of admiration. Want to test it? Pay attention to the details he notices about you. If he remembers something unique, like your favorite coffee order, a book you mentioned, or how you take your tea, it means you've made an impression on him. A man who truly listens and remembers the small things about you is one who values your presence. When a man likes you, he remembers even the small, seemingly insignificant details because he genuinely cares about you. If you casually mention your favorite coffee order, and a week later he surprises you by remembering exactly how you like it, that's a sign he's paying attention. Or maybe you once told him about the childhood memory, and he brings it up again in a conversation. These moments aren't just polite, they're personal. Most people forget details, unless they care, and if he remembers them, it means you've made a lasting impression. Want to test it? Casually bring up something you mentioned before and see if he remembers. If he does, it's not by accident. He's mentally storing details about you because you matter to him. A man who listens with intent is someone who truly values your presence. When a man likes you, his behavior will naturally change when you're around. He may become more talkative, more reserved, or even a little awkward. Either way, you'll notice he's not quite the same as he is with others. You might see him laughing and joking easily with his friends, but when he's with you, he becomes more thoughtful or even a bit nervous. Or perhaps he's usually quiet, but when you're around, he suddenly becomes more talkative. These changes in behavior are signs that he's conscious of how he comes across to you. Want to test it? Observe how he interacts with his friends versus how he interacts with you. If there's a clear difference, it's because you affect him in a way that others don't. When a man likes you, he'll do whatever he can to keep the conversation going. Even if there's nothing left to say, he'll prolong the interaction because he enjoys your company and doesn't want it to end. For example, you might say, "Well, I should get going," but instead of wrapping things up, he'll ask another question or bring up a new topic just to keep the conversation going. Maybe he'll repeat something he said earlier just to keep the exchange alive. He's stalling, finding reasons to keep you engaged because deep down, he doesn't want to say goodbye. This can happen in person or over text. If he keeps responding with follow-up messages even after the conversation should have ended, that's a clear sign he's invested. Want to test it? Casually mention that you need to leave and see how he reacts. If he hesitates, lingers, or tries to keep you talking a little longer, he's hooked. A man who wants to keep the conversation going is someone who doesn't want to let you go. Now that you know these 15 undeniable signs, what should you do next? The truth is, some men will show all these behaviors but never make a move. Why? Because of fear, doubt, or the belief that they're not good enough for you. Many men worry about rejection or assume you're not interested unless you make it crystal clear. That's why if you notice these signs in a man you like, don't be afraid to give him a little encouragement. You don't have to make the first move, but small gestures can go a long way. Here are some simple ways to show your interest. Hold eye contact a little longer when you talk to him. Smile warmly when he catches your eye. Lightly touch his arm when you're laughing or talking. Playfully tease him back when he does it. Or ask him follow-up questions to show that you enjoy the conversation. Sometimes a man just needs a little reassurance to find the confidence to take the next step. But what if you're not interested? If you notice these signs in a man and you don't feel the same way, it's always best to be kind but clear. You can acknowledge his effort while maintaining your boundaries. Attraction is fascinating because no matter how much we try to control it, our body language always gives it away. The way a man looks at you, moves around you, and responds to you will reveal his feelings before his words do. So next time you wonder if a man likes you, pay attention to these 15 signs. If you notice several of them, chances are he's more interested than he's letting on. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever noticed these signs in a man before? Which one stood out the most? Share your thoughts in the comments, and I'd love to hear about your experiences. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights into relationships, attraction, and